Peace be with you, my dear friends. In our previous reflection, we entered the upper room in Jerusalem when Jesus Christ gathered with his disciples for the Passover meal. He washed their feet and gave them a new commandment, that is to love and to serve one another. Now, the evening continues. The lamps in the room burn quietly, and outside night has fallen over the city. Inside the upper room, the disciples sit around the table with their master. The meal continues, but the atmosphere slowly changing. Jesus knows that the hours ahead will bring suffering, betrayal, and the cross. Suddenly, Jesus speaks words that disturbed the peace of the room. Truly, I tell you, one of you will betray me. The disciples are shocked. They look at one another in confusion and fear. How can this be? They wonder. Each one begins to ask, Lord, it is I? The thought that betrayal could come from within their own group is painful and almost unbelievable. Among them sits Judas Iscariot. Outwardly, he appears calm, but inside his heart, he is already turning away from the master. Earlier, he made a secret agreement with the religious leaders for 30 pieces of silver. He has decided to hand Jesus over to his enemies. Yet, even now, Jesus does not expose publicly. Instead, he gently gives Judas a piece of bread. In that simple moment, we see something extraordinary. Even the one who will betray him receives the same gestures of friendship and love. Jesus knows that Judas is about to do, yet he treats him with compassion. How mysterious is the heart of Christ. Disciples do not yet understand what is happening. They continue asking questions, trying to grasp the words of their masters. Meanwhile, Judas quietly rises from the table and he leaves the room. The gospel tells us something very powerful about that moment. And it was night. Not only the darkness of the evening, but also the darkness of betrayal has begun. Judas steps outside into the streets of Jerusalem, moving toward those who are waiting to arrest Jesus. Inside the room, Jesus continues speaking with his disciples. Though the shadow of betrayal has begun to fall, his words remained full of love and hope. He knows that suffering is near, yet his concern remains for his friends. This moment invites us to reflect deeply on our own lives. Sometimes betrayal does not begin with great actions. It begins quietly. In the hidden decisions of the heart, small compromises, small moments of turning away from what is right. Yet, the love of Christ never stops reaching out to us. Even when we fall, even when we feel, even when we turn away, Christ still offers his friendship. The story of this evening reminds us of two realities in every human heart: the possibility of betrayal and the possibility of love. Judas walks into the darkness, but Jesus remains the light. This hour comes to an end. We are invited to ask ourselves our important question: in the quiet choices of our daily life, are we walking toward the light or toward the darkness? May we have the courage to remain faithful even in difficult moments. Thank you for joining this reflection. In my next reflection, we will continue this journey into the following hour of the sacred night, as Jesus Christ shares his final teachings with his disciples before the leaving the upper room. Until then, let us keep his words in our hearts and strive to live in the light. Thank you. God bless you.